Hello and welcome to Mastermind with me, Clive Myrie. In the spotlight tonight are Rachel Sandbrooks, an arts practitioner. Her specialist subject is the short fiction of George Saunders. Beth Young, a librarian whose subject is the musical Les Miserables. Terry Edwards, a retired teacher. He'll be answering questions on Florence Nightingale. And Thomas Stevenson, a submariner in the Royal Navy. His subject, the American drama series, The O.C. Oh, we're going to be having some fun tonight. Well, at least you will at home, dear viewer, as we present a spectacle of quizzing for your pleasure and delight. Will our four contenders be having fun? Not so much, because they'll have to endure 2 minutes of quick-fire questions on a specialist subject and 2.5 minutes on general knowledge, all while sitting in the forbidding black chair. Who'll best handle the pressure will book their place in the semi-finals. Good luck to them. So, can I ask our first contender to join us, please? Your name?
Rachel Sandbrooks.
Your occupation?
Arts practitioner.
And your specialist subject?
The short fiction of George Saunders.
The humorous short stories of the Booker Prize-winning American author. In 2 minutes. Here we go. In the longest story, in 10th of December, wealthy households adorn their front lawns with young migrant women, referred to as SGs, an abbreviation of what two-word name?
Semplica Girls.
Yes, in the £400 CEO, what's the name of the company, the employer of the title character, that secretly kills the creatures it claims to be relocating?
Human Raccoon Alternatives.
No, it's Humane Raccoon Alternatives. In Mother's Day, the hippie Mother Debbie recalls the time she made a mac and cheese, but realising she didn't have any milk, used what flavour yoghurt in its place?
Strawberry.
Yes, the story. The Falls uses two perspectives to narrate the same incident involving a potentially catastrophic canoeing accident on which river?
The Taganak.
Yes, in Liberation Day, when the leader of an armed incursion at the home of the Untermeyers asks, which of you is Angela Untermeyer? One guest jokingly responds with what reply?
John Smith.
No, I am Spartacus. The story, My Amendment, proposes a constitutional change to oppose the phenomenon of effeminate men marrying masculine women, which the writer refers to by what term?
Same-ish sex marriage?
Yes, in Sea Oak, employees of the aviation-themed strip club Joysticks are given 1 of 4 cute ratings by the customers, these being knockout, honey pie, adequate, and what other?
Oh, honey pie adequate.
No, stinker. In Escape from Spiderhead, what name is given to the substance administered to the research participants in order to pep up their language centres?
Verbaluse.
Yes, the narrator of My Flamboyant Grandson prays for God to bless his grandson, whether he is gay or just a non-gay child who simply very much enjoys wearing his grandmother's wig while singing what song?
King Barbar.
No, Edelweiss. In Pastoralia. I've started to all finish. In Pastoralia, the narrator receives a memo from the nebulous management of the organisation for which he works, defining what value as that thing which, when told, makes those on our team look good.
Saying positive, thinking positive, saying positive.
No, truth.
Oh.
Rachel, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 5 points.
Okay.
And our next contender, please. Your name?
Beth Young.
Your occupation?
Librarian.
And your specialist subject?
The musical Les Miserables.
The stage and screen musical by Alain Boublil and Claude Michel Schoenberg, based on the novel by Victor Hugo and set in early 19th century France. In 2 minutes. Here we go. What song from Act 2 of Les Miserables opens with the lines, God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there.
Bring Him Home.
Yes, the original London stage production opened at the Barbican Theatre in 1985, with which Broadway star playing the leading female role of Fantine?
Patti LuPone.
Yes, in the opening scene of the 2012 film adaptation, the convict Jean Valjean, played by Hugh Jackman, and his fellow prisoners haul a ship out of the sea while singing what song?
Look down.
Yes, after his release from prison, Valjean changes his identity, becomes the mayor of Montreuil-sur-Mer, and in the film goes by what name?
Monsieur Madeleine.
Yes, in 1986, the American version of the show opened at what performing arts venue before transferring to Broadway?
Washington Civic Theatre.
No, Kennedy Center. The scene in the film in which Valjean vows to turn his life around was shot in what real-life London chapel in the crypt of St. Mary Magdalene in Little Venice?
St. Spectre's.
No, St. Sepulchre's Chapel. What's the name of the character who's rescued by Valjean after becoming trapped beneath a cart, a feat that causes Inspector Javert to become suspicious of Valjean's true identity?
Monsieur Fabreloge.
No, Monsieur Fauchelevent. The film was nominated for 8 Oscars and won 3, including Best Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling, shared by Julie Dartnell. And which other artist who was the head of the makeup department?
John Smith.
No, Lisa Westcott, after being inspired by watching the show in London, which Israeli singer successfully auditioned to be the first to play Jean Valjean in Tel Aviv, also going on to perform the role in the West End and on Broadway.
Pass.
What was the name of the graphic designer who created the logo for the 1985 London stage production based on an original engraving of the character Cosette made by Émile Bayard?
Russ Eglin.
Yes, it was Russ Eglin. Beth, you had the one pass, the Israeli singer who auditioned to be the first to play Jean Valjean in Tel Aviv, Dudu Fisher. And at the end of that round, you've got 5 points. And our next contender, please. Your name,
Terry Edwards,
your occupation,
retired teacher.
and your specialist subject.
Florence Nightingale.
The pioneering nurse, social reformer, and statistician, born in Florence in 1820. In 2 minutes, here we go. Florence Nightingale spent her childhood at Embley Park in Hampshire and at which house in Derbyshire that her father had redesigned and enlarged?
Lea Hurst.
Yes, in 1845, Nightingale suggested to her family that she should spend 3 months training to be a nurse at which infirmary?
Kaiserswerth.
No, Salisbury. In 1853, Nightingale accepted the position of superintendent of the establishment for gentlewomen during illness, following approaches by which aristocrat who was the chairwoman of its ladies' committee?
Elizabeth Herbert.
No, Lady Canning. In 1854, the Crimean War casualties rising, which politician and friend asked Nightingale to lead a government-sponsored group of nurses going to work in the military hospital in Scutari in Turkey?
Sidney Herbert.
Yes, a woodcut engraving depicting Nightingale walking the wards of Scutari at night with her lamp was first printed on the 24th of February 1855 in what weekly publication?
Illustrated London News.
Yes, what was the name of the matron who was appointed as superintendent of Nightingale's School for Nurses when it opened in London in 1860?
Wardroper.
Yes, Sarah Wardroper. Which graduate of the Nightingale School, whom Florence called the goddess, did she dispatch to Egypt with a team of nurses in 1885 to work in the military hospitals there?
Rachel Williams.
Yes. What was the name of the head of the Sanitary Commission, which arrived in Scutari in March 1855?
John Sutherland.
Yes, a blue plaque marks the site of the house bought for Nightingale by her father, William, in 1865, that was to be her home for the rest of her life. In which street off London's Park Lane?
South Street.
Yes, what was the name of the Oxford academic who became a close confidant of Nightingale's after receiving a draft of her 1860 book, Suggestions for Thought?
Benjamin Jowett.
Yes, Florence had a lifelong interest in improving public health in India and wrote an article published in 1883 in support of which Liberal viceroy?
No, sorry.
I'll take that as a pass. It was Lord Ripon. Terry, you had no other passes, and at the end of that round, you've got 8 points. And our final contender, please. Your name.
Thomas Stevenson.
Your occupation?
Submariner.
And your specialist subject?
The Earthsea.
The American drama series that ran for 4 seasons from 2003, set in Orange County, California. In 2 minutes, here we go. In the first episode of The OC, Ryan Atwood is kicked out of his family home after he's arrested for stealing a car alongside his elder brother, who has what first name?
Trey.
Yes, Ryan is taken to stay at the Orange County home of the lawyer Sandy Cohen and his wealthy family, who celebrate what multicultural festive holiday invented by Sandy's son Seth?
Christmaker.
Yes, what's the name of the television producer who's credited as the series creator and also as a writer on many episodes of the show?
Josh Schwartz.
Yes, Seth and his high school friend Zach compete for the affections of the popular girl Summer Roberts, impacting preparations for the official launch of their graphic novel, which has been organised by what publishing company?
Blizzard.
No, Bad Science Comics. In the episode, the rainy day women, a lovesick Seth turns up to Summer's house in a Spider-Man mask as she prepares to leave for a wedding in which European country?
Italy.
Yes, what's the name of the band that performs the song California in the main title sequence of each episode of The OC?
Phantom Planet.
Yes, in the 4th season, after Summer and the activist Jay Cook released some rabbits from a Brown University laboratory, she decides to adopt one as a pet, giving it what name?
Pancakes.
Yes, following an eventful trip to Mexico, Seth and Ryan have their first day after the summer break at a private school in Newport Beach with what name?
The Harbour School.
Yes, in season 3, Kirsten, Sandy's wife, and their former neighbour, Julie Cooper, establish a high-end dating service to which they give what name?
Love Match.
No, New Match. In season 1, Kirsten's father, Caleb Nickel, wins a Man of the Year award, which is later also bestowed upon Caleb's son-in-law, Sandy, who decides not to accept it. What magazine is the awarding body for the honour?
Newport Living.
No, Riviera magazine. The film producer Lance Baldwin blackmails Julie Cooper by threatening to reveal salacious details of her former life unless she pays him how many dollars?
500,000.
Yes, what's the name of the conservation group? I've started, so I'll finish. What's the name of the conservation group who offer a job to Summer to travel across the country and talk to college kids after hearing about her work to save sea otters?
Ocean Life.
No, it's George.
Ah.
Thomas, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 8 points. And at the end of the specialist subjects round, let's have a look at the scores. In joint 3rd place with 5 points each, it's Rachel and Beth. And in joint 1st place with 8 points each, it's Terry and Thomas. So now it's general knowledge, and if there's a tie at the end, then the number of passes is taken into account, and the person with the fewer passes is the winner. And if they're tied on passes as well, it's a tie break. So let's ask Rachel to join us again, please. Rachel, you start with 5 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. What informal term for a person from New Zealand is also the common name of a flightless bird of the genus Apteryx, native to that country?
Kiwi.
Yes, Johnny Wilkinson was voted BBC Sports Personality of the Year in 2003 for his achievements in which sport?
Rugby.
Yes, which television producer and screenwriter created the drama series Grange Hill and the soaps Brookside and Hollyoaks?
Phil, somebody.
More?
Oh, I can't remember.
It's Phil Redmond, Collingwood, Jon Snow and Van Mildert are the names of colleges at which university in Northern England?
Durham.
Yes. Which British soul group formed in Liverpool had UK hit singles in the 1970s with You To Me Are Everything, Can't Get By Without You and Can You Feel the Force?
Earth, Wind and Fire.
No, The Real Thing. In New York City, the Brooklyn Bridge spans the East River connecting Brooklyn to which other borough?
Queens.
No, Manhattan. The 1 penny coin, first issued by the Royal Mint in 1992 to replace the earlier bronze version, is made from a steel core plated with what metal?
Tin.
No, copper. In the 1980 film The Long Good Friday, which actor plays the East End gangster Harold Shand?
Bob Hoskins.
Yes, Sir Ian Duncan Smith is a former leader of which UK political party?
Tory. Conservatives.
Yes, in Greek mythology, what was the name of the Titan goddess of the dawn who was identified with the Roman goddess Aurora?
Gaia.
No, Eos. What Broadway and West End musical is based on a 2004 film starring Lindsay Lohan as a previously homeschooled student who becomes friends with a group of fashionable pupils known as the Plastics?
Mean Girls.
Yes, during the 20th century, Randall Davidson, Donald Coggan and Robert Runcie each held what unique senior position in the Church of England?
Archbishop of Canterbury.
Yes, which planet's orbit lies between those of Mars and Venus?
Earth.
Yes, which European dictator launched an invasion of Ethiopia in 1935 that forced the country's emperor, Haile Selassie, into exile until his triumphant return in 1941?
Oh, Hitler.
No, Mussolini. What term derived from a Latin word for inventory refers to a stock of plays or music that an actor or musician has learned and is able to perform?
Portfolio.
No, repertoire. What was the pseudonym of the American artist and photographer born Emanuel Radnitsky in Philadelphia in 1890, who played a major role in the Dada and Surrealist movements?
Jackson Pollock.
No, it was Man Ray.
Oh, my...
Rachel, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 13 points.
Okay.
Next up, it's Beth. Beth, you start with 5 points. The score to beat, as it stands, is 13 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. What word for a mobile home that can be towed by a car is also a term for a group of people travelling together across a desert?
Caravan.
Yes, patterns such as loops, whorls and arches are distinguishing marks on what feature of the human body?
Feet.
No, fingerprints. The title of what 2002 film starring the American rapper Eminem is a reference to a road in the city of Detroit?
8 Mile.
Yes, what's the usual four-letter term for a sheet of glass in a window?
Pane.
Yes, which Norwegian composer wrote the piano piece Wedding Day at Trollhaugen to commemorate his and his wife's 25th anniversary?
Grieg.
Yes, the grouse shooting season in the UK traditionally begins on the 12th of which summer month?
July.
No, August. Which American author of science fiction created the influential Foundation series, the initial trilogy being published in the early 1950s?
Isaac Asimov.
Yes, the Olympic equestrian discipline of eventing is made up of show jumping, a cross-country ride, and what other test of skill?
Dressage.
Yes, Frogmore House, noted for the mausoleum of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, is located within a mile of which other royal residence and castle in southern England?
Windsor.
Yes, Port Louis is the capital and main port of which island country in the Indian Ocean?
Haiti.
No, Mauritius. Which American singer and pianist had UK hit singles in the 1970s and 80s with Could It Be Magic, Bermuda Triangle and Let's Hang On?
Algene.
No, Barry Manilow. What stone fruit has an elongated dark purple variety named after the Greek city of Kalamata?
Plum.
No, olive. The Scottish chef Lorna McNee joined the judging panel for the 2025 series of which television cookery competition, having previously won the contest in 2019?
MasterChef.
No, Great British Menu. Which American politician was the Democratic Party candidate for the 2024 US presidential election?
Donald Trump.
No, Kamala Harris. What adjective, which can describe something that develops or spreads uncontrollably, is used in heraldry to refer to an animal that's depicted rearing up on its hind legs?
Pass.
The Western Wall, or Kotel, in Jerusalem is sometimes known to non-Jews by what other name in reference to the mournful rituals observed at the site by Jewish people?
The Wailing Wall.
It is the Wailing Wall. Beth, you had just the one pass, that term in heraldry, to refer to an animal that's depicted rearing up on its hind legs, rampant. And at the end of that round, you've got 13 points. Next up, it's Terry. Terry, you start with 8 points. The score to beat, as it stands, is 13 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. Which swimming stroke is normally the fastest and is by far the one most commonly used in freestyle races?
Front crawl.
Yes, in the Winnie the Pooh books by A.A. Milne, what's the name of the feline character who's particularly fond of bouncing?
Tigger.
Yes, in geometry, an angle greater than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees is known by what name?
Reflex.
Yes, which Scottish city has the telephone area code 0131?
Edinburgh.
Yes, the royal siblings, commonly referred to as the princes in the Tower, because of their imprisonment in the Tower of London, were called Edward and what?
Richard.
Yes, which American singer duetted with Bruno Mars on the 2024 UK hit single Die With a Smile?
Dua Lipa.
No, Lady Gaga. Which of the 9 provinces of South Africa is the smallest by land area, but the most populous, has Johannesburg as its capital, and takes its name from the Sotho word meaning place of gold?
Natal.
No, Gauteng. In the abbreviated name HST for the Space Telescope launched into orbit in 1990, the letter H stands for the surname of which American astronomer?
Hubble.
Yes, sauté, ton levé, jeté, assemblé, and sisson are the 5 main jumps used in what form of dance?
Ballet.
Yes, which actor born in Vienna won an Oscar for his supporting role as the bounty hunter Dr. King Schultz in the 2012 film Django Unchained?
Pass.
The annual prize established by Sweden's central bank in memory of Alfred Nobel and first awarded by the Nobel Foundation in 1969 is the Sveriges Riksbank Prize in what subject?
Maths.
No, economic sciences. What name suggesting chastity is most commonly given to a non-alcoholic version of a Bloody Mary cocktail?
Pass.
In the 1980s sitcoms Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister, the bumbling politician Jim Hacker is played by which actor?
No, pass. Sorry.
What word for a small shiny disc or spangle sewn onto clothing as decoration is derived from zecchino, the name of an old Venetian coin?
Pass. Sorry.
It's sequin.
Yeah, of course it is.
Terry, you had 3 other passes. I know you know this one. 1980 sitcoms Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister, Paul Eddington.
Yeah.
And a name suggesting chastity, most commonly given to a non-alcoholic version of a Bloody Mary. Well, it's a Virgin Mary. And it was Christoph Waltz, born in Vienna, who won an Oscar for Django Unchained. So at the end of that round, Terry, you've got a total of 15 points.
Thank you.
And finally, let's have Thomas again, please. Thomas, you start with 8 points. The score to beat to get through to the semi-finals is Terry's 15 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. What thick, white, creamy sauce made from oil, vinegar and egg yolks is commonly added to prawns or tuna to make popular sandwich fillings?
Mayonnaise.
Yes, the pioneering surgeon Magda Yacoub performed the UK's first successful human dual transplant in 1983 when he transplanted a patient's heart and which pair of organs?
Lungs.
Yes, cuatro is the Spanish word for what number?
4.
Yes, which gardening expert and author who presented the television series Gardener's World and Ground Force was made a CBE in the 2025 New Year's Honours List?
Alan Titchmarsh.
Yes, the cities of Casper, Laramie and Gillette are all in which landlocked US state?
Utah.
No, Wyoming. Which soft, silvery, white metallic element has the chemical symbol CS?
Cesium.
Yes, in the name of the charity known as the RNLI, founded in 1824, the letter L stands for what word?
Lifeboat.
Yes, the book, Where the Wild Things Are, about a boy who runs away to an imaginary realm filled with monsters, was written by which American children's author and illustrator?
Pass.
What term used in computing for a unit of information is a contraction of the words binary and digit?
Bit.
Yes, what's the name of the national trail that runs for 87 miles through southern England from Overton Hill in Wiltshire to Ivinghoe Beacon in Buckinghamshire?
Pass.
In the 1940 film adaptation of the children's story The Adventures of Pinocchio, the character referred to in the book as the talking cricket was given what first name?
Jiminy.
Yes, which UK Prime Minister, who died in 1995, is buried on the island of St Mary's in the Isles of Scilly?
Ted Heath.
No, Harold Wilson. What's the common title of the painting by Thomas Gainsborough, which was first exhibited at the Royal Academy in 1770 as Portrait of a Young Gentleman?
Pass.
The Hungarian Vizsla, also known as the Magyar Vizsla, is a breed of what domesticated animal?
Horse.
No, dog. In June 2025, which country won the Men's UEFA Nations League for a second time with a penalty shootout victory over the defending champion Spain?
Portugal.
Yes. What name is given to a division of geological time, such as the Pliocene or the Paleocene, several of which make up a period, and which itself is made up of 2 or more ages?
An era.
No, epoch. Thomas, you had 3 passes. A common title of the painting by Thomas Gainsborough, first exhibited at the Royal Academy in 1770, is The Blue Boy. And the name of the national trail that runs for 87 miles through southern England, the Ridgeway. And the book Where the Wild Things Are, about a boy who runs away to an imaginary realm. That was written by Maurice Sendak. At the end of that round, Thomas, you've got 17 points. So let's have a look at the final scores. In joint third place with 13 points each, it's Rachel and Beth. In second place with 15 points, it's Terry, which means in first place with 17 points, it's Thomas. So he goes through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to him. If you'd like to be a contender in the next series, please go to our website, bbc.co.uk/mastermind, and you can follow us at Mastermind Quiz. Join us again next time for more Masterminds. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
I'm delighted. I'm really, really happy. I didn't expect to win, so it's a nice little surprise for me. The black chair is horrendously daunting. Getting to sit in it is, yeah, it's a big chair to fill.
And your specialist subject?
The OC. So I picked my specialist subject because it's a TV programme from when I was young that I enjoyed. And me and my sister used to watch it all the time, and it was a good laugh. And we still talk about it to this day. Trey.
Yes.
Phantom Planet.
Yes.
500,000.
Yes.
Revising for this subject's been a tough one. I've just got married, so as you can imagine, my wife is not pleased. She's having to watch a 20-year-old US soap opera 6 hours a day.
You've got 17 points.
The feeling was amazing when Clive said I'd actually won.
In first place with 17 points, it's Thomas. So he goes through to the semi-finals.
As a submariner and a chef, I'm sure that everyone will be pleased that now I can go back to learning how to cook properly instead of watching TV.